Good morning, everyone, and welcome to another live trading session. I hope you guys doing great and you are ready to start the trading day with the market analysis. Of course, here at MarketMinds Mastery, we try to make it very simple and convenient for you, I can say. So, good morning to everyone that join us now. And thank you for your support, guys. So, Australian dollar against the US dollar. It's the first pair. We mentioned that here it's a strong area of support. And yesterday, you see, guys, the market reacted with this bearish candle. It rejected. This morning, it also retested. And when we go, let's say, to the lower time frame, like the hourly chart, we can spot a kind of double bottom here with a false breakout. Okay, so um, price make double bottom, the indicator made higher low, the RSI. Therefore, we expect to see some push to the upside, of course, even temporarily. Now, on the 4-hour chart, here it's a dodgy candle at the support. Some people they like to buy the dodgy candles at support because they are saying that they believe that if sellers they were strong, they will have break the support, and that's a valid statement actually. Again, tonight, uh, let me bring this up for a sec. So to early this morning, actually, not tonight, early this morning, the in the New Zealand, they reported the employment change and unemployment rate, and as expected, much less employment that last compared to last month. They were registered for the third quarter in New Zealand, and that's very that's actually considered as bad for the currency because imagine if less people they get employed, it means less spending and everything else is less, right? So next one will be major news event for the day will be the ADP employment change, and that's the indication of what can happen on the upcoming Friday. But really, everybody will be focusing on the. Sorry, guys, one sec. Everybody's focus will be on the Fed for the interest rate decision, and it's going to be at 7 p.m. London time or 9 p.m. My local time here in the beautiful island of Cyprus. And that's at 5.5%. We do expect it to remain the same. All right. So for the next events, we will talk tomorrow. Back to the charts. Great British pound against the US dollar. For the short term, price consolidates here and it's not that clear of what's going on. If you guys see, the price was making these consistent lower highs and lower lows. At some point, it created a new high, as you see here, and then it was unable to create a lower than this low here. And since then, it's just in this area that we don't want to trade really. So here now it's a if you just see what's going on in this box, there are multiple rejections at the bottom, but they didn't really create any directional move. So this market is not going anywhere. Markets they will anticipate the news by the Fed, of course, tonight, but also the directional moves they're going to occur after the non-farm payrolls on Friday. So you can just understand and accept that this is the fact. So you don't try to force trades. Now, this one here, if this nice bearish candle with this bearish rejection, if I see this candle anywhere within a defined trend, lower highs and lower lows, and defined downtrend, I will be selling it with a stop loss there and target and go for 2 to 1 or even 3 to 1. But within an indirectional space, I wouldn't be that keen to get involved with that because there is low probability of a setup like this to give a positive outcome and a 2 to 1 or 3 to 1 trading result. Therefore, the price action that occurs within a random space and not at an areas that we can really take advantage from, like support, resistance, and so on, then I just skip them. All right. First, we need to see the market structure. We need to understand the market bias, the market dynamics, and then to look for the catalyst for price action to enter. For our chart, it has a more clear picture here. As you see, there is more well-defined this random environment by the price. What I like though is this impulse candle, the long one here. Let me show you this candle here. It's very long from high to low, and the price action that congests within a long candle in the New York session, then we can expect some sort of breakout to the downside. So you can keep an eye on that. Again, that's a low probability trade, but regardless, we can if you find that this is appropriate for your risk tolerance and your trading strategy, you can definitely go for that. Next is the Kiwi, New Zealand against the US dollar. After the news event, we really expect to see continuation to the downside, all right, because very negative news event for the New Zealand employment rate. It's an important event and an important catalyst for the currencies, and therefore we have to understand that maybe this retracement here it's going to end up on the lower time frames as just because of the cyclical environment of the currency, so we can expect the price to move lower. But again, there are two major events ahead that the majors will anticipate. Next one on the list is the USD against the Canadian dollar. Yesterday, bullish engulfing broke and closed above this resistance, although the day before we ended up with an inside candle. And again, remember, I commented we were looking the chart somewhere here on the during the live, and I said if price comes here yesterday and get rejected with a strong price action rejection, then and only then I will be looking to sell it. All right. Even on the 1 hour chart, we didn't have this opportunity. So now, if price will sustain its momentum above this support, then we will be interested to take some long positions on the USD against the Canadian dollar. And if we bet on the strength of the US dollar and the weakness of the CAD, maybe this is going to be one of the good pairs to keep trading. Next one on the list, USD CHF. On the weekly chart, we had this kind of inside candle with a false break to the downside. But again, I don't really trade. It's something that doesn't consist really well with this currency. Okay, with this currency pair, so I prefer to stay away with the USD CHF at least for the moment. because CHF is also weak. It's also strong. The surprise yesterday came, and of course we commented on the live that when the market is when a country reports interest rates and they are negative, and the interest rates they don't move, then the currency get weakened. So we do expect it to see every on the technical side everything was great for to look for short opportunities, but we were waiting for a 4-hour chart with a strong price action at this resistance to sell it. Market had totally different um, opinion, so the price just pushed higher with a strong momentum to the upside, and I don't think so someone today would like to sell it. Okay, we will try to capitalize on the JPY to buy it rather than sell it across the board. Pound yen, that's much clearer now. We do have a much clearer point of view. So I would like now to start looking for buying. Yesterday, I was thinking that, yeah, we're going to start looking for short if the price is going to break below, but the price broke above this strong weekly resistance. Now we are on the daily chart. So if we go down to the lower time frame, like 4 hour, 1 hour, we can find our catalyst, the way we like to trade. And I'm not teaching you here how to trade, because that's something I do on the private coaching I offer on one-on-one, and of course it's going to be there on my course when I launch the course. And of course, due to time due to time limit, I cannot teach you the whole things about my catalyst. And maybe some people they prefer to trade on different time frames, so I would like to keep them this specific live analysis simple for market updates, to give you the heads up for the day. Okay, maybe we're going to launch some other webinars where we're going to talk about how to enter and go more into execution part. Next one, Euro JPY, again above this monthly resistance, strong close yesterday. So if we find some good opportunities on the 1 hour, 15-minute chart, we're not going to hesitate, of course, and we're going to press the trigger to buy it. Okay, I'm going to be very bullish today upon a strong price action to buy everything. Actually, the first three, USD, Great British Pound, and the Euro against the Japanese Yen. Regarding the cryptocurrencies, Bitcoin, as you see, is still trading above the 34, pretty much around 34 and a half, 34,000 and a half. WTI created a lower low and broke, that's a daily chart, and broke below this swing. So yeah, we hope that we're gonna reach, if the price is gonna find support, it's gonna find it right here. If not, it's gonna come to test these areas here of support. So that's the levels you can have on your charts, and keep trading from them. And the gold weekly chart, price created higher highs and higher lows. It closed above this resistance, and now is actually yesterday printed a bearish engulfing candle. Some people they want to start selling this one on the 4-hour chart. We do have a very strong bearish divergence, but you have to understand that if you're going to start selling this, because on the higher time frame it's more bullish rather than bearish, you have to use, and write this down, you have to use the time frame you're going to execute. All right, if you're going to execute on the 4-hour chart, you're going to use the 4-hour chart lows for either take partial profits or make them as a profit target. Why is that? Because the higher time frames they are fairly bullish. So the lower time frame, if you're going to try to swing trading or to even scalp against the higher time frame momentum, you make sure that you understand the room of opportunity you have as a retail trader. The first one is this one here. The second one is this one there, and the third one is this one there. So this is the room of opportunity to capitalize on the move, because we don't really know if, and actually this is a great example, we don't really know that the market from this resistance it's going to sell off. All right, we don't know that, and we have to accept this fact. So what we know is that if the market it's going to keep moving lower based on this market structure, we're gonna find this first obstacle around 1971, and we have to stay disciplined and we have to understand the market dynamics. All right. um, you can go on the lower time frames, as down as 1 hour, 15-minute, 5-minute chart, and you can try to find your catalyst if you want to sell the gold and trade accordingly. But again, don't try to pick up a trade from here with a stop loss from there, let's say, and leave it all the way down trying to make a 10 to 1 on one trade. Okay, that's not the highest. You do that when the higher time frame agrees and it's in line with the lower time frame. All right, I just spent a little bit more time on this one because I believe it worth some more attention. And the last one, German 40, that's the daily chart. Yesterday, price made higher highs and higher lows. There is room of opportunity until the 14,950. On the 4-hour chart, though, we can see clearly that the market can push higher. And on the lower time frames, of course, we will try to capitalize on that move. Like on the 15-minute chart, maybe we can wait for some pullback somewhere here and find some entries and trade. All right, guys, that's all from me today. Nick, thanks for commenting, and for everyone else. Of course, guys, if you have any questions, please feel free to type them on the chat box below during the live webinars, okay? And I will be very glad to answer every question. Okay, I wish everyone to have a fantastic day ahead. Happy trading, and I'll see you tomorrow at the same time. Thank you.